So I am making myself a little like venison taco or something, if you want to call it that. I don't know. There will only be venison on it, cheese, and sour cream. Now, I have to say, because I cut these up in small pieces, when I go to make something, I can leave them in the small pieces, or I can squish them up like this, and it's makes it more shredded. Really, really cool for making a meal quickly. I enjoy canning, and I have enjoyed thoroughly canning deer meat, and this makes a very, very quick little nourishment for me. There's probably going to be about 3 tacos in here. We'll see. I'll know after I put the amount on the first one, but I'll bring you back and show you. Now, I can only eat 1 taco for a sitting, so this is perfect for me. This will last me a good 2 or 3 meals, 2 or 3 days with, 3 or 4 meals, if I choose to do that. Now, sometimes people think, oh, I get sick of eating the same thing. Well, I don't. Sometimes I'll go on a binge and eat the same thing for days. So, it doesn't bother me. So the types of meals that you can use this with would be like really easy. You could make this into a spaghetti meal. You could make it into a goulash meal. You could make it into beef tips, but it's actually deer tips. And I make barbecue subs with it, and my brain's not working. I make all kinds of meals. I mean, anything that you would make with beef, you can make with this. Let's see, what else do I make with it? I put it in chili. I put it in all types of, thrown together pasta meals. Let's see, what else do I put it in? In fact, I like just eating it just like it is. I can make all kind of barbecued meals with it. The possibilities are endless. And now, I also, some of the meat that isn't as desirable per se, because it's got, too much of this or that on it, and you can't, you put it aside. I grind that, like it's got silver, I don't know what it's called, silver skin or whatever. I peel that off of the meat and cut it off, and then I grind it and I can it for my dog. So there's endless possibilities that you can do with deer meat. I mean, endless. You don't just have to make steaks and stuff like that. You can do all kinds of neat stuff. Now this one here, I actually canned, and I put onions in there, so it gave me a lot more broth. And the broth I put aside for the dog. I'm going to pour that over the dog's food, and she will enjoy that tremendously. Okay, so this is what I'm eating. It will be my lunch. And this is all I have left. So I have many more meals to make, and I'm very excited about that. So, when you're thinking of fast food for lunch, you don't always have to go unhealthy. You can go healthy. If you've already got it canned up, It's ready for you. Good morning. Well, this I'm going to add to the video I was supposed to show you guys, and how I eaten out of the pint-size jar over and over again. Well, I've eaten out of it 3 times and I only have just a little bit. So I was going to make this for myself this morning, but so David's here and I decided to make this corned beef for him instead. What I do is I fry up corned beef or deer meat or anything that I have open like this, that's shredded or something like that, and I fry it up real good. Then I take it out of the pan, and then the drippings, I make gravy, and I add this back into it, and then pour it over biscuits. Sometimes we have eggs. Right now, I have no eggs because my girls aren't laying. I'm so sad. But that's alright. They'll get back to it. Anyways, I'll bring you back when it's all finished. Y'all know how to make gravy, I'm sure. Maybe I should show you. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I like to use bacon grease, and I keep mine in a mason jar with a lid on top, and I kind of shake it up a little bit to get the, the bacon bits and stuff that's in the bottom to mix with it, and then I pour some in here. I'll show you. Alright, so this is a little difficult because I'm right-handed and I'm pouring left-handed. But I want enough grease that it will do good for the flour. Alright. Okay, now with the flour, I have a big spoon that fits inside my thingy. I just kind of do 1 spoon and get it mixed around. Hope you guys can see that good. I don't like it too dry, so that is perfect. The perfect amount. Pepper. And I like a lot of pepper. And I like to add it now because it goes in with the gravy and makes it better. Okay, now I also like to add salt. I don't normally add salt, but I have started using salt. And see how it's starting to brown up real nice? That's when I get ready to add the milk. So let me get that ready. Alright folks, well, we like our gravy a little browner than most people, so I like it to get good and brown. Even though it's white gravy, we like it to be good and brown. So that's what I do, and then I just add slowly the milk till I get it to the consistency that I prefer. And I like it to boil down each time that I add milk. So that it does really well, and it will make really nice gravy. Sorry for the movement. I need a what do you call those things? A stand to put my phone on. water because it's not coming up to boil like I like it. I try not to add too much milk so that it cools it down. Sorry for the scraping, guys, but I like to keep my sides of my pan clean because you lose some of that goodness if you don't. Every time you add a little bit more like that, it helps you to deglaze the pan so that when you go to wash this, it's so much easier. Now, I add the rest of my milk. That's all the milk I have today. And I think it'll be right about the right amount. Excuse me, right amount. When I make gravy, for some reason, it makes me sneeze. I don't know if it's the pepper or if it's the actual gravy, I don't know. But it does make me sneeze. So I will cook this down real good and see if I need to add any water because I have no more milk this morning. I don't think I'm going to have to add anything else. And then whenever it's cooked down and ready, all I do is add the corned beef back in there. So I'll bring you back. Alright, I had to turn it down because it's boiling too much, too fast. You cannot step away from this because if you do, it will burn. See how it's thickening on the bottom? That thickening will constantly get thick on the bottom for you, which is good. But it's also bad because that's where it burns. And we don't want it to burn. So I continue to stir it real good. Now see, it's kind of thin right now. The more we cool it down, the thicker it will get. Okay? Okay, so y'all see, I've let it cool down. It's perfectly thick, and I'm going to add in the corned beef. Stir it in really good. And the reason why I like to corned beef's already cooked when it's in the can, but I like it better when it's browned a little bit because it gives it more flavor, I believe. And anyways, I just mix this in really good and pour it over biscuits. I'll bring you back when it's all done. There you have it. Corned beef gravy for breakfast. Now normally I would set some eggs on top of there and make it a little bit more like breakfast, but we are out of eggs like I told you before. Now let's go see if he enjoys it. Okay, tell me what you think.
I don't know.
Taste it.
It's gonna be good. Tastes like corned beef and gravy.
How many times have you had this?
Too many to count.
Is it good though?
Mm-hmm.
All right. A meal fit for a king.
So folks, it's an easy quick meal. It only took me a few minutes to make. And a little word of advice, don't put salt in it until you're done because you want to taste it. There was a little bit too much salt in that. I don't use salt, so I've never put salt in it before. And you can also put that on bread. If you have bread, even stale bread, because once the gravy's on there, it makes it pump up again. If you have old stale bread, that's really, really good. As long as it's not molded. You don't want any penicillin, right? But there's a whole bunch of ways that you can make that deer meat or corned beef or anything else. You can make it into almost anything that you want. It's all about the imagination. Enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time here with Living Miracle Homestead. Bye now.